Hello YouTube, this is the Badass Mojo, and today we're going to be going over the Baza Prime and Baza. For those of you who have just recently joined the game and like a decent weapon that'll get you to the base game without any troubles, Baza is one of the best weapons. It used to be one of the greatest weapons in the game because back in the day, it was the only weapon, or only two of the weapons, that used to have a 3 times crit multiplier when it came out, and that was really hard to come by. Even though it had really bad stats at the time, it was really good because that 3 times crit multiplier meant you can do a lot of damage. And also there was no steel path back in the day, so at the time it was one of the greatest weapons. However, now there's so many weapons that are like literally shitting on this thing. Even though it's a bad weapon because of its low base damage, you can make it really good with the build that I have. Obviously this is not the greatest build of all time, but since this weapon has a really low base damage and you can't build a lot of status with it, I'm building for crit damage and headshot damage. And the unique thing with this weapon was it was 100% accurate, so even though it doesn't do a lot of damage, you can land some really good damage with headshots, especially with the primary acuity, which gives you a bonus 350% crit chance, allowing you to red crit with only 2 mods. And if you could get a ribbon for this weapon, I would recommend get base damage and a crit damage or crit chance, and try to add as much base damage to this weapon because it's a really low base damage weapon. The other weapons are really good because they have a high base damage and have a high crit chance. That's what makes them better than this weapon, like the Karnon or basically any Incarnon weapon that is out here now. It's just so much better because the starting damage is so low on this weapon, you can barely get anything done. But with the new primary acuity mod, it stands a chance against the other weapons. It's still really good in the base game. However, the steel path, it struggles because armor and stuff. And the same build could be followed for the Baza, which basically has a slightly lower crit chance, but it's still pretty decent. For its mastery rank, it's really good. The thing I like about this weapon was it was really high in fire rate and 100% accurate, and for its time it was really amazing because we didn't have any steel path back in the day, and it got us through most of the game. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this build and weapon. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. That helped me out a lot. Peace and justice and all that good stuff. Bye.